and welcome back to my second tutorial. My name is Samuel and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button or subscribe or become a Patreon to have access to these tutorials early on. This is a how to color inside the lines tutorial, a base tutorial, also called clipping group or opacity lock. And I'm going to cover quite much, so please pay attention, and if you have any questions, please ask them below. Thank you. Okay, first off, I'm going to teach you guys a shortcut. You know this selection tool? And every time, like sometimes you have this little dot and you're trying to color something and you have no idea where that dot is and you always have to go outside and click there. Instead of doing that, just click Ctrl D. Central D. Central? Okay, don't mind big and small letters. Central D. Then it just selects or deselects everything. And it's really handy. And it works no matter what you're using. Also, one thing you can know is to inverse it. To inverse everything you have selected. Like this, you go to Selection, Inverse, and click I, and then you can color inside that thing, or outside I mean. Ta-da! This is very handy and you will use it often when you get more used to Paint to Sight. Many of you have asked how I color inside the lines, so I'm going to show you how I'm doing. I have a group of line art. I don't always have that, it depends if I have many details or not. But this is my group of line art. And beneath that, I create a new layer, and I just name it base. To name a layer, use double click on the layer and write the layer name. I have my base layer now. Then I will go, take the magic wand tool, take it down pretty low, and select all image because working layer only selects the current layer you're working on. And as you can see, everything will be selected. But if you click selection source, you can click and choose something else as your source. For example, my reference image made by Efi on DeviantArt. You will select outside her picture if you make it a selection source by clicking here. Like that. But that's not what we are going to do. We're going to take all image and just deselect everything else. You can take away the selection source and everything, and you select outside the lines. You click outside on the base layer. Then wherever that's not belonging to the character, you just click there. Try to fill every spot that you can see properly. Click everywhere you can see, and then you click on selection, then you click increasement or increment, then it will make all your selection 1 pixel smaller. Whoop. You can see it went closer to the lines than this. And then you just take the selection brush and fill the remaining little parts because it's not perfect and you have to do some work by yourself. You fill the little parts that's missing. Remember to do this outside the character. It's way easier than to do the inside because there's many lines in the way. Unless you do an outline that some people do around the character, and then it's even easier usually. Sometimes you miss some parts. Yeah, done. Fast. Then, afterwards, you just go to selection and click invert. Up. And she is selected, but instead of having her selected, we're going to fill this layer. And I do not recommend at all to use a brush and go like this to fill it, because I will show you guys the difference when you do it like that and when you do it manually. Okay, this is when you do it with a brush. I don't recommend that at all. And this is when you click Ctrl F, which is fill, and then it fills everything instead of going outside the lines. Because when you do it with the brush, I can deselect it now, Ctrl D, and take away the line art. You're gonna see how smooth it is when I click Ctrl F, it's really smooth. But when I fill it with a brush, it becomes really pixelish, and that's not the result you want, I promise you. You see the difference? Even far away you can see a difference. And that's why you always should use Ctrl F. Always. I will write it down. Ctrl or Control. I don't know. I always say Ctrl. Control F. Then it's the fill button, but it's not with the bucket tool. You will get the same pixelish result if you use the bucket tool, so I don't recommend that. You use Ctrl F to fill it, or if you don't have that shortcut on your keyboard for some weird reason, you can just go to here to fill, L, or Ctrl F. Alt delete. Yeah, you can see there. And that's a major difference, so yeah, I will just take that away. And if I take that away, if I take away the selection, thanks to the weird stuff, you get this weird outline. So no thank you. I'm gonna name this base again. And that's how you get your base layer. And now how to color, not outside the lines, because you're gonna use this as a base layer. I'm gonna shade the color again, then I just perverse the opacity. The perversing opacity makes sure that you don't go over the lines. However, even if you have perverse opacity, it still goes over the lines a little bit, and it can make your drawing a little hacky, a little pixelish like I shown before. So just use Ctrl F to change the base color. Ta-da! Now it's white. And now, to not color outside the lines, you can make a new group. Double click it to name it, click color, or click right color. And then, for example, you do skin. A new layer, you click here to make a new layer in the group, click skin. And then you're going to color the skin. Color pick from the reference you have, or choose your own color to your own liking that is kind of alike. And then you can color outside the lines how much you want. I'm like overexaggerating now because yeah. You can color outside the lines. You can make a new layer to color the hair and everything. Oh, and also if you didn't get what perverse opacity do, is that you can color on the same layer that you currently have, and you click perverse opacity, then you can color on that layer, but if you do it on another layer, it will have no effect. It only works on the same layer. Here a clipping group works on the layer that is clipped to below, so you click clipping group, then it works. And then you need to click clipping group again, because then it works still on the first layer, not on the layer below, only on the first layer. And yeah, that's how clipping group and opacity works different. You see now. Okay, now the base is done, and you can just take away this reference, and then you clip it like I said before. Plop. You can take away the extra dot I did. Ta-da! And now how to color your line art is the same thing as before. You just lock each layer, or you can always do like this. You make a new layer and then you can clip it to the group, and then you can color it how you want. However, I'm not gonna do that. I will color it each individually. So I'm gonna lock each layer because I want to change them more easier later on. Something like this. And the eyes are gonna be darker, but something like that, I guess. The hair, something warmer, no, like that. Maybe a little warmer. Oh. The crown is gonna be golden. And the veil is gonna be light pink. Ta-da! You click Ctrl F on each layer and just change it, because if you color it manually, it will become more pixelish and you will ruin the quality. Yeah, and this is how you do it. Hope you enjoy it. And now to color on each layer, just make a new layer over each thing. Clip it over the skin, for example, and it would only color the skin. And that's how you do it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button or subscribe or become a Patreon. The link is below, so I can continue to make this video for you guys. If you have any questions or suggestions for another tutorial or another video, please say them below. And I hope it was enjoyable. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.